start that we can have like a little centering, okay? Small centering. So find a comfortable seat and bring your attention to the breath. Find the space within. Expanding the inner body, every inhale. Against all the contraction, breathe and expand into the side of the body, to the length of the spine. Relax your skin, soften your outer body. Fold your hands in front of the heart. And let's unite with one Om. So take a deep inhale. Long exhale. Soft inhale. And bow your head to the heart. Your hands back to the knees. And open softly your eyes. Namaste. So thank you guys. Thank you for this little nice opening. And so we're gonna cover the aspects of websites, so of editors for websites. So, and we can go into this into super many details. So that's there's so many out there and so many, let's say, opportunities also to catch some. So that's why I invited today Lydia, and I'm very happy she could join today. Lydia, welcome. And Lydia will show us some of the editors, and I show some of the others, and then we can see how complex it can be. So this session is actually a session we did in the usually we had in the first part of in the first half of the year, but then we substituted the video session with this one. So that's a little change. So, but it's super exciting and interesting. And so then I would say, so still since Lydia is here already, so we give her the chance to start if you want. Yeah, so you can just go a bit into, and then I also can ask questions in between. So what I would like you to cover is, okay, what kind of editors did you use? Because Lydia is a super pro, she has a very good eye for graphic design, she's all doing it on herself, is just do it herself, and that's very impressive how she's doing it. And then I also show some stuff, so it's not something where you need like all the, you know, like a study or whatever, like for years. You can just go into those aspects, just having a little bit of like also, you know, there are templates we can use. So it's quite easy to come in, but then if you go a step further, of course, it becomes more complex. And I think this session will show us from the easy ones to the more complex ones, quite a spectrum of possibilities we can use and make our business, make our expansion happening. Okay, thank you, Lydia, for joining. And so you have the scene now, the stage.
Okay, I'm just opening. I can share the screen also, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been using I have two websites at the moment. One is Yoga Zone, that's for the yoga studio I'm running in Marbella. And the other one is for my personal website where I promote my coaching. And both of these websites are WordPress, but I use different, let's say, drivers with that. And they're both actually quite intuitive. I think the main element with WordPress, it can be quite time consuming to set it up, but once it's there, it's very user friendly, and it's also very stable in my experience. So quite secured. So I just opened my personal website. Let me see if I can share a
So
screen.
okay, I step in for a second. So we will also in the stream we gonna record the session, and then we will put like the little links you can use to access also um, editors like WordPress, and then you don't have to write it down now, so you can just go into it later. Okay.
Yeah, so I think I can now. This is when I'm where I'm sharing.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, do you see
Works. Oh
that?
my God. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the
So cool.
website, and it's this is the background. So this is the dashboard where you see all the different um, sidebars, and here are the pages. And let me open another one. Let me just close these. Let me see this. Also close this, and then I will open the website. So you have a view of the website itself as well. So this is a very just simple and clean setup. I like it very
Nice.
much because people can just scroll down, and there's some action in here. So you see as I scroll down, there's some movement that helps to draw the attention in, and the letter type is not too many different ones, but good in read. They're very readable, and they're not too big, not too small. So I have image, some text, image, and then some things coming in. And this is surprisingly easy with the website I built, because here is Elementor. Like, let's say I go to the home page.
So
It's
can
an
you
it's like
start also when you Lydia, that when you jump into something like you new and you like a newbie to WordPress or to any editor, so how could you can you use also templates and stuff here?
Yeah.
Or?
So there's templates. You can choose a template, and from there you start to build. The template is in principle, it's like what you see here. The template is, I want to have this kind of setup where you have a picture, and then it scrolls down like that, and there's maybe sometimes you can have some blocks. So if you go to one of these pages, there's some blocks I want to have in there. So what you can do is to download a template that you find is appropriate for the website you want to build, and then
So
from there the
you saying like you have like the, let's say you have like your logo and you have like a navigation, right? And then you have like a certain scroll down
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
yeah, template with pictures and texts, and then
yeah,
you can use certain pre-built
right.
blocks in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
So
Yeah, looks really
usually the
cute.
template gives you something that is more like an example.
Yeah.
This is how you can do it. This is how you can build the website. And then from there you start to adjust and change, because of course there's none of your pictures in there. You need to create all that content yourself. I think this is a very important preparation, but you talk about that in different
Mm.
videos already, I think. So it's very important that uh, the basic setup of the website is just an example. So you need to get all the text and the videos or images, right? So that's what you grab first. So you want to choose a template you want to work with, and then you start from there. You start to build. I like a lot to use this Elementor web page builder because it works super simple. So let's say I want to change something in this page. I go into edit with Elementor, and then it becomes this whole block kind of um, thing. Okay, let me see if you can. loaded now.
So and you do the text and you do the photographs, so it looks all very professional. So how did you do it? So was it possible easily, or how did you do like such a professional look?
Well, wait a second. Something is. So for the pictures, it's very important that you have a good quality photographer or camera. I was lucky enough that I had someone who could do the pictures for me and who did an incredible good job, but it was also because of good equipment. It's really worth to invest in that because when you have good pictures, that is the complete foundation of your website.
Mhm.
And then when you're writing the text, it's important that you make the other person understand what they're about to buy from you. What is it that they're getting? And I think that you need to write as little as possible and as clear as possible. Spend a lot of time on that. Really, really take your time. I think when I was redoing my website, it already had a lot of text, and I spent another like 3 weeks of just fine tuning the text. See how I can put less and less words, bringing across the same message.
Mhm.
And also, yeah, now I'm jumping, but also what you will see is that I leave some space in between the text just to give a little bit of more ease to the eye. You don't want to have these big blocks of text. So keep some space in between the text. This is very helpful.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's not loading, so this is a really bad example. I don't know what's wrong with the internet. I don't know. It doesn't want to load.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna do the trick of logging out and logging in. Maybe I can. Anything I need to stop running here. This. All right. Let's try again. Okay, so that doesn't want to work today. So then I try it in another browser.
That's how it works sometimes, huh?
Yeah, it's. So but now I need to get the login codes because it's not auto-filling.
So, but
Mm,
first, if you let me jump in for a moment. So first, if you do a website, so you think about the following aspects, which is like your logo in a way, or your name, or your what is like the what is like what you see as a brand. This we had in the first two sessions of this webinar already. What's your brand about?
yeah.
And then also what's your look? And then you have like
Okay.
pictures of yourself or of the branding look you want to see, and you have a text, and then you need also to know what's the structure of the text, so you put that in a navigation, which is pretty common. So it's like what you see in every website. You see usually the logo, you see the navigation, you see pictures and the text at a foundation, and you can do all of that already in the beginning, or you can also use certain templates from editors like like WordPress or others. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like when I was redoing my website, I had in mind, okay, how can I bring my personality across? Because nowadays people they are they're interested in who you are and the interested in the energy that you express. So the challenge was to bring across through the website, through the images, but also through the colors, my personality and my energy.
Mhm.
So this was the idea in when I did the photo shoot. It's like how can I show the people who I am, okay, and the different elements of who I am as well. So you will see that
Yeah.
if you go through the pages, I am there is gentleness, but there is also a level of power, so I try to bring that across in the pictures. Now the color scheme I choose a different palette of a certain palette of colors that I wanted to see back in all my branding. So that is this
Can you
like
show? Yeah.
this
Mhm.
orange
Oh,
and
we
this like,
cannot see it at the moment, baby.
oh, you cannot
I
see it?
think. No.
Let me see
We
if it's
see the editor at the moment.
okay.
Can you
Let me
switch?
see. Wait a second.
What about you, Karen? Yeah. So I think you muted, huh?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
A second. I need to go back to Zoom. Where are you guys? Screen sharing, stop share. All right, share screen again. So here, okay. Yeah, now you can see it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you see that the color of my logo is like this red orange, and then the letters are kind of green gold-ish. And then I have this gray, and this is the colors I use. You see here this orange again, and here underneath this green gold, yeah? And this is then the color scheme I use all the way through the website. And I also use it in my, if I make like stories for Instagram or Facebook or any kind of visual design, then I also use the same color schemes so that people have kind of become familiar with the color and the energy that brings. So it's all becoming one line. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's now you see the website here. You see the simple letter types, and here you see how I keep space in between the text. Try to make it as little as possible, and then a little bit of explanation, and finally I bring here the summing up of all the things that I do, and what they get, and then the how they can like book, what is the pricing, and that's it. So I think it's very important to keep it very simple because people will not spend a long time on the website in general. And that's why it's important to be very clear and very quick with the message. Okay?
The writing of the logo and the titles in your website, is this the same writing or it seems to me different?
No, it's not the same, no.
It's not the same. So is the logo is really a logo? I mean, or have you written in the website this
No, this is
media
really a
description?
logo.
Oh, okay.
That was separately designed, so it's just it's like
Okay.
a
Have you done it by yourself or have you
yeah. All the
have
logos I have designed by myself, and there's actually a website you can use for that. And I just try to remember what it was. It's like a logo builder website. So you have Canva you can use for graphical design, which is very good. And let me see, logo builder, if I can find it here. Hmm. And I think they also do websites. Yeah, okay, I have to keep that. I have to think about it for a second. It will pop up in a minute.
Yeah. So let's continue. So let's say Lydia, you check with the editor for a moment,
Yeah,
if you like, and then I'll overtake the screen.
yeah,
Then I can share one more editor I like, and then you can in the meantime you can check if you like. Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna try
The,
to open it. Yeah.
yeah, with the builder, right? So then I would give my screen would be this one. And now you see this is called, can you see the Wix, right? Wix. Can you see this?
Ah, that's it.
Yeah?
I think Wix logo is the site
Yeah. Yeah.
for logo
So
building.
if you use wix.com, so then you have like an editor which is a bit more, let's say, you appropriate for design also. So, and you have a lot of possibilities, but you have also many templates you can use if you want to explore websites. So they give you a lot of, you see different types of styles and also using colors and then pictures and also how to use the navigation. And you see, like, let's say this one here I chose. So you have like the endurance, you know, like a bit more technical stuff, and then be empowered. So it's the same. And then you have here the navigation, and you see it works with also here above. It works a bit with it moves with with the navigation items, so that you can see. Can you see that? Yeah. Then you can see where you are, which is also nice. Usually it's one of the things. And then you have here even more buttons you can use. So you can say, okay, I'm like Lydia or Karen. I put my name here. I do home, about, how can you reach me? What can we do? And then I put a nice picture, and I put here like, okay, I do consulting, I do yoga, and I do, let's say, one-on-ones or online stuff. So, and then you see here's more pictures, and then it already works all it through. So it comes easily. So you just put your pictures, and then you fill whatever you want into the design, and then you good. You follow us on Instagram, and that would be the Instagram uh, line. So this is pretty easy, because Instagram you might have already, like Lydia has, and then you can go onto it, or it fills up itself. What I think is very important, that you have also content, which is, let's say, on Instagram, and then you fill up the website with it, so you can become a bit more actual, right? So that would be the typical work on templates, let's say. And you can use those examples um, designed by business owners to really, for free, if you sign up with them. So let's say with Wix. So what I did my website, like kaihil.de. It's like my name. I used it as a website, and then if I go into the editor, you see, okay, it's like an overview, and then you see here, okay, I can edit my site. This is pretty cool. And then it takes a moment, and then the site appears, and you will see my website here is coming up. So, and then you have the structure, right? So, and I can also show you later how it looks like. So if you want to see how it looks, you go here to preview, and then you see how it would look for everybody. So back to the editor, I go here on this side, and then you see I can edit now the text and stuff, right? And go into details, and you see there are always like little frames around the editing, so I can move them a bit to the side, can make the flow different, or I can make them bigger, I can delete stuff. And then here I have like the pages I use regarding the navigation. So this would be my structure of the website, right? So it would be home, about me, classes, workshops. That's what we said. 200, 300 hours training. And I also have like stuff like retreats, which are not filled at the moment for obvious reasons. So I have them, I hide them here, but I can make them also visible. So you see that would be my retreat site. So I can work on this a bit more. So this was a retreat we did in Costa Rica, and then also with the text, so the same structure, but now it's hidden. And other stuff, let's say online. So I have like, here's like my link to my German online or to my online projects I'm doing, and then also other stuff. So it's that's how I work on the menus here. So, and you see also this is pretty much always the same, like a picture, like a text, and then I can again go into the preview mode and look how it looks, and then I see already, it's a bit not so good with the text. Maybe I should change that. I will do that later actually. So, but then also I have other pages like 200 and 300 hours trainings where I can put those canvases in, and then I have here like a little button I can use and more info button I can use, and I link this info button to a certain website I'm using. Let's say, okay, this is Yoga Tribe, the website, and then this is linked. So I go into the preview mode and can check immediately, okay, is it working? Yes, it's working. I'm coming from the editor from this into this, and then I see the 200 hours trainings. I'm just linking to my website from Yoga Tribe, and there are the dates in it, and I can use this one or the teachers I'm teaching with, or the content we have here. This is a different thing. So I'm just using other websites to refer to my website. And that's very convenient, of course, because here you see also Yoga Tribe, my studio. So I use both to make it all happen. But in this website, like the Wix website I'm using here, it's just the navigation I go through. You see here, and I can add more. And I did already. Let's say I go with the retreats now, and I say, look in the navigation. So if I show it, then you see it just jumps up here on the navigation, pops up, and then I can also make this. Then you can, if I see the preview mode again, so I go to retreats and I'm just right there. If I want to have more info, it doesn't work, I think, because it's not actual. But you see, it's also a link to another website then. So, and back to editor, and I will make that again hidden. Hide, and then I'm back. So let me show you also another website I like, because this I exit the editor. Maybe I can go to the beginning, my sites, and you see here, and a nice website I did. Just it took me like, I think 3 hours or something. I want to show you is like about a project I had with essential essential oils, and here I just went into it. So now it takes a while. So, and you see it's the same. So I have like the, can you see it? Yeah, like even a little video in. So this actually was a template already there. So, and then I put like a little nice pictures. I found nice pictures, and I made it all about the oils and what they can do. And then I say, so this is not worked yet. So you see, click to edit me. So it's about different testimonials. So you can use, I think Lydia had that too, right, Lydia?
Yes.
And then you can see here, so you go through and you have a contact info, and you have even like a map where you can find something. So that would be the possibility here, let's say. So, and I put a little little logo here, Essential Tribe I called it, and then I have also the home, again the navigation, and it's not filled yet. It was just I played around a bit. But you can see this is navigation which scrolls through, and then you can find it all on one page. And I think that's also the different things, different templates you can use is either you scroll like you have one page after another build up, or you have a one page design, they call it, where you have the navigation and then you put it and then you scroll down to the content you wanna show. So that's the actual, let's say, the more modern design what many people use. Like you see here, it scrolls over the pictures, etc. So that's a little insight into Wix, which I like very much. So you can really do a lot of stuff here. So we go back to the editor. You see, you can change this. You can also move stuff. Even so, let's say you wanna not only move this canvas but everything. So you can move everything down, and it's little details. So that you minimize also that that's a little bit the trick things. I think Lydia can agree. So sometimes it's not easy to find the space between elements and stuff like that. So it's like all in here with little you see with little arrows you can use or lines you can use. So it gives you a bit of the possibilities here. So the more you keep the template alive or like as a foundation, the better, because then you don't have to work it all through. But it's I have to say it's the simplest, like the most simple thing to do a website, because you have so many templates. You just, and it's fun, because you just put your name and then you do, oh, what's my bio, and then what about me and my pictures and what I found, and then you fill it all up and you put it all into one website, and and make it fun. It's really a joy to do it, and then you have such nice results of it. So what do you
May I
think?
ask that
Yeah,
that picture on your first site now,
yeah.
so on this one that we just saw, is this a video? Was this a video because it was moving?
Yeah, this is like a little movie, right? So let me show you again. Yeah, this one here, right? So
Mhm.
in the preview, you don't see it as sorry, in the editor, you don't see it as a movie, but in the preview, you see it as a little movie. You see? Now it's
Mm.
moving, yeah? So it's nicer. And so this was, I just found it, and usually you bring your anything you want to bring in here. It's also there, also free gifts, they call it. It's a certain file format you can use for small moving elements, let's say. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so you can use that, or you can also edit on iMovie or certain movie editors, video editors, also as an app on your iPhone. You just export that, and then you use it here. And it's nowadays it's pretty compatible from one gadget or one platform to the other, I have to say.
Mhm. I have one more question.
Yeah.
What do you use for your classes? Do you have a booking system that you can easily bring into your Wix website, or what is it that you use? I mean, is it difficult to bind in an external uh, how do you say booking system?
So you can, so as I know, in the German-speaking countries, there is like there are three main distributors. This is would be Ever Sports. I can put that also into the little explanation. Ever Sports and Phytogramm.
And
And
what?
but international, on an
Okay.
international scale, what we usually use is MindBody. And
Mm.
MindBody is a tool which is pretty complex from small to big. It's very much scalable and very useful. And they usually have a so-called widget, and this widget is like a little code you use to make the schedule of your class available. So Lydia can also show us in a second, but let's say I just Lydia, you want to show us like how you did the integration on your Yoga Zone website with Mind Body?
Yeah, I can also
Yeah,
show it here on the website.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, so can I share the screen?
Yeah, wait a second, then I stop here. Okay. So that was your question, Karen. How can I
Yes.
integrate? Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I managed to open finally. Yeah, my website did
Ah, yeah,
some.
yeah. Good, good.
So here's, you see, it also works with just blocks, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just choose here the block you want to add, and you can basically drag it in there if you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple. And then you can have here, so you have yeah, you can get the sliders, and there's buttons. Okay, so this is the
Mm.
integration from Mind Body, and you see here, this is all you need. So you go to the Mind Body. This is the part of Mind Body where you have the, what's the name again, widget, or yeah, wait a second, I'll show it to you. Are you seeing my screen moving to other pages or not? Or you're just still looking at my
Yes,
website?
yes, we can follow you. It's
Okay,
moving
good.
now.
So you will see here I have branded web.
Mhm.
It's in my Mind Body. And then here I can get the, let's say, where is the group classes?
No, but now we cannot follow.
Oh, you
So
cannot
now
see. Okay, wait a
it's
second.
just the home screen of your Google.
Okay, so now I have to go to share this page with you, then you can see it. Okay, then I have to stop share and then share again. Share screen, so where am I? Here. So now I'm in the branded web part
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Body.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then here you have widgets. And then from there you can create can get the widget. So like group classes. So here you have the setup of the widget, and then let me see where you can get the widget. Okay. Yeah, here you can grab WordPress or Facebook.
So and down there you see also the
And
code, right, of the
then you have the
widget
code, and that
you can
code
use.
you just put it into your website. It's very
Mhm.
simple.
So you copy paste and you put it there in the editor on your website
Yeah,
somehow.
Yeah.
it's very
But you have
simple. So
to
you
but you
copy
have
it, and then
to
you
do
go,
it. Yeah.
and then I stop sharing again this page, so we go back. Then you see that little thing you got, and then from there we go back to the website. Okay, wait a second. All these pages.
It's always funny with Zoom. Where am I
Oh,
on my screen?
wait
So,
a
but
second.
usually you also when you in your editor you use a frame which is called HTML editor. So
Mm-hmm.
HTML code.
Mm-hmm.
To use that HTML code, which is like the
Yeah,
one we just saw,
yeah,
put it there because you won't wanna have the HTML code. You wanna have the thing which is connected to that code, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this
yeah,
can be as you cannot just put it as a design because then you see the code. It has to be a certain frame for
Yeah.
HTML code, which
and
Yeah.
is
it's
usually there. So
and
added code or something.
it's called a snippet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I now click here, it's called here it's snippet.
Mm-hmm.
So that you just copy paste it basically in there,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then it automatically runs. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the WordPress Elementor, and then if you tap on the different blocks, it opens up that what you can use with it. So on the left side, you have all the changes you can make, different styles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and if I click here, it goes back again to this. So let's say, oh, I want to add a block here. And then again, maybe I want a video here, so I drop it. and then I need to change it, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and then this counts for every and all the things. You have the Google Maps. I like it very much. It's like it's this drag and drop, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same like what Kai is using. It's also all drag and drop. So you have it's like I think it's more like what you feel like works better for you. I like it because this is what I've learned to use a long time ago, and it's more about what you want to learn and also the pricing. I find WordPress is not expensive. The pricing is okay because usually you buy a widget and then there's not a lot of price cost on it later, and it's very flexible. So you can do like incredible amount of things you can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Security wise, I feel it's good. It's very
Mm-hmm.
stable. But I like also the one Kai is using, but I've heard that it can be quite pricey, but I don't know. You can tell more about that, right, Kai?
Yeah, it's $15 a month or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it usually costs around $100 a year, so more or less, plus minus, let's say. And yeah, so thank you, Lydia, for the integration. And how would it look like then? If you see the embedded code in your website.
That's what. Okay, I'm gonna share the screen again so you can see what it looks like because now I just on this website you only have for the appointments,
Mm-hmm.
and that looks like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can just click there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go to the Yoga Zone website,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to just go to the Yoga Zone
It's
website.
the same editor,
Yep, it's
right?
also WordPress.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go to the schedule to share the screen again. So here you have the integration of the schedule. So
Yeah, I see. Mm-hmm.
you see all the
But
things.
then this costs extra, correct? As I mean, the mind body integration and the ever sports, this is an extra cost that you have to pay, correct?
Yeah, because this actually Mind Body is a whole also client administration system.
Mm,
And there's an app and you can receive payments through it. And you
mm,
have a built-in online website schedule. It's a very complex and complete program, and that you have to pay for separately, which is I find it very expensive.
mm,
Very
mhm.
expensive. So you need to
But I
have
mean, for me, and maybe I have a substitute, and so maybe there are two editors on my website. So you would recommend more ever sports, correct? Or what would you recommend,
Yeah, if
Kai?
you're in a German-speaking
Mm-hmm,
country, so this then you can compare them, you know. So Ever Sports I know from Vienna. So if you need a contact, so they Austrian build from Austria. If you need a contact, I can provide you one.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, and they not that expensive, they're not that complex, I think,
mm-hmm,
and you can do the same. You can
mm-hmm,
do the widget integration to your website.
mm-hmm,
No, so and if you wanna have a look like how it looks for the yeah Lydia showed us already. Yeah, this this would
That's
be
okay.
would look the same.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So any other questions so far towards?
Do you have any experience with Weebly? Have you heard about Weebly?
Yeah, yeah, I built also our earlier website. I don't know if I can now access it anymore, but Weebly is similar to. Let me check if I can go into it, and then I show you. Yeah, no, I cannot enter it. Um, but Weebly I used for my former website with
Mm-hmm,
Yoga Tribe for 5 years and was pretty cool. So it was the same drag and drop system
Mm-hmm.
Lydia just showed us.
Mm-hmm.
And you have also templates. It's also around 15 bucks a month
Mm-hmm.
and super easy to use. There are not that many graphic design elements you can use. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so even the fonts are uh, given.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you cannot really change the design. So it's
Yeah,
more really content orientated,
correct.
very, very simple. So in
Mm-hmm.
Lydia's case with the WordPress, you can also change all the fonts you want, and also on Wix, it's more like also to create different styles of yeah, fonts and spatial, like der Durchschuss, also the gap between the lines.
Yes,
You cannot do that on Weebly.
Weebly. Mm.
Weebly
Okay,
is
thank you
more
very
like
much.
really, yeah. So and so try it. I mean, also you have a trial for 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
or something. You can use different. But I worked with Weebly for 5 years. Just the first website, I built it in 3 hours before I opened my studio. It always worked. I think I had that also in one of the sessions. It worked. I had the mind body integration. I never changed anything until this year, actually, I can show you for a second. I will show you our website. Now we worked it all through, but it was with a graphic designer. So I can show you this one. Um, this is the so-called web flow, and web flow is you see this is Yoga Tribe now, and
Mm-hmm.
Webflow is a more design orientated. You see when you scroll through, can you see this? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yes.
those canvases moving, so it's more like for really uh, graphic design. Here you need someone to do it. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
can try to do it. I know also from WordPress that it's pretty complex. And Lydia is, yeah, she had I know from her, she had she took quite a time to really go into it and be able to work with it. But she's super smart, so she can do that. So she's really good at stuff, figuring out. But here you see like also the classes. This is the mind-body integration. You
Mm-hmm.
see this here, and it's dark mode, which I think you can also then in mind-body you can also design your schedule. Like with this color, you can change this color. You can change and the background, the color of the here of this,
Mm-hmm.
and then also it pops up or like just unfolds into a bigger screen, and then you can see the teacher
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah,
and then it
yeah.
goes over to the let's say yeah, sign ups and stuff here. Yeah, so but this is more for let me check if I can show you. Let's see. Oh, here, like this is more like it all moves. This is more
Mm-hmm.
complex. So this is the so-called web flow we're using now, and it's pretty cool, I think. Also the design and also elements like this. When you have this and then it moves in, right? So here
Mm-hmm.
on this element, or but more or less it's pretty. We don't use a lot of movements. So usually you can do that. You can also in the if I show you the Webflow um, templates, I prepared that here. I hope it now comes here with a I had it earlier. So this would be templates of Webflow, and then you see it's more design orientated. Yeah, so it depends a bit what you want and what you need, and it can be very how do you say it? So if I go into it, you see that it can be very design orientated. So it depends what you want. Do you want more the
Mm-hmm.
content
Yes, I understand.
schedule, so you can use, and you don't wanna change that much. You trust the fonts, then you use Weebly. You wanna have more of like design, using little, wanna work more on the details, use Wix. You need a more complex also editor, and classic design editor, which would be also WordPress, which Lydia is like one of the biggest editors in the world. Many people using it in many aspects. If you want to have the super fancy stuff, you can go to the Webflow, which is a pretty new design editor, but pretty yeah, also very complex
Hmm.
to use, right? So
What ideas did you have about different languages? So if you have your site in German, but maybe you want to have it also in English,
yeah,
do you have two sites then parallel? Do you copy one site to the other and then you fill it up with the other language? Or
Lydia, what do you have to that?
Yeah, so I have on my Yoga Zone website, I have a driver for that, or a plugin. So that's the nice thing about WordPress. I think this is probably very good for it. So there's,
Can you show us? Yeah.
yeah, let me see if I have it here. I need to share the screen again.
So for the language, for different language styles, you need more complex editors, right? Sorry, like Weebly doesn't have it. I don't know about Wix, but WordPress and those big editors, which are the, they very complex. You can do a lot of stuff. That's why it needs a bit more time to know what to do. But when you know it, then you don't have to change that much. So it's then you know how to do it.
So,
But that's the difference also between those editors. Also
so I
regarding the
have a
price.
plugin and it's called Word VP, whatever, VPML. Yeah, VPNL. And that then duplicates the language or just translate the pages.
oh wow,
So
Yeah.
cool.
So
cool.
and then how you see it is it's on the, if you go to the website, do you now see my website or not?
I
Yeah,
see
I
it.
can see it.
Yeah, so then if you go up here, you can then change to another language and then it
This is so cool. And
it
it's all
uh,
then automatic, or
yeah, this is
how
all
did it work?
automatic. Yeah.
So it means you have to set up the German, for example, up there with the flags, and then it automatically works. Or
So you have to add the
yeah,
plugin. And the plugin is then
okay,
doing that.
okay. Oh wow, this is cool.
Here you go back. That's it.
Cool.
So that's like, this is the nice thing about WordPress, because there you can do more stuff like that. So it's
Okay.
also about how far do you want to go with your website?
Yeah.
Do you do you want to get an online shop in there at a certain point, or I think it's about how far do you want to go with it, and then decide on that, or is it just simple? If
Yeah.
it's just a simple website, then I try to just find some that doesn't cost too much,
Mm,
because I have two websites running, and I only had cost for setting it up, and then after that I have no ongoing cost on it anymore,
mm,
because you buy the plugin and then that's it. Some plugins have yearly fees, but it's a little bit looking at the pricing, because yeah, it's 15 euro per month, but also maybe 15 here, 15 there, 15 this, 15 that.
mm, mm.
So
And how did you find the support was? I mean, I'm not as experienced as you. And if I need, for example, if I need this thing with the widget, and I would have difficulties to manage. So, did you find that with Wix or with WordPress, did you get support in your language so that you could be helped?
in my language, no, it's all in English and it's all Google. I figured that all out on Google. So
Okay.
I don't know about Wix, if there's like a helpline or something.
Yeah, not really. So I think there are, but I also didn't use it.
Okay.
But I think they have more or less support. I think, yeah. So I think
Okay.
WordPress should have quite a support system, right, Lydia, or not?
Yeah, I never used it because I just Google if I have a question, and then
Yeah,
in general I find it there.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Because there's so many people using it, so there's a lot of solutions also
Yeah.
yeah,
you can find.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Welcome.
Good. So then let me just jump over to this. I
The
just
Wix logo, you wanted to have a look at that also?
the what?
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Wix logo maker, and let me see, then I'm gonna share the screen again. So here you have you can create your own logo, and then they can do everything. So you have your logo, and you can do your business cards, and you can do everything. And then you can
Mhm.
download the different files you can use for the website, for the prints. So that was actually pretty nice. Let's see if I can log in
How did
again.
you find it? Like, what did you type in for the website?
Wix logo,
Okay, Wix logo. Okay. Mm-hmm.
that's it. So then here you can start. You can choose to hire someone to do it for you, or you can do it yourself. And it's actually quite, I think I already have an account here. And then you can choose the different things.
Nice.
This is Dutch, but it says dynamic, fun, playful.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can say, okay, I like this, I like that, I like that, I like that. And then like that is gonna say, okay, then it said, where do you want to use it for? I say, I need it for my website, business cards, social media. That's it. And then it starts to translate
It's
all
so
the input.
cool.
Yeah, it's really fun, and it comes up with a few things already, and you're like, okay,
That's amazing. Love
yeah,
it.
let's say, I mean, I just open one randomly, and then you can adjust it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So this is, for
Oh.
example, this one is like, oh, I like this idea that you have this little, but this is maybe not an image that I want. So you go into pictogram, and then you can choose, yeah, actually, I think this is better,
Mm-hmm.
for example.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can play with it. It's
This is
nice.
so cool.
It's fun. Yeah?
It looks good. I like
Yeah.
it. What do you think, Karen?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It's so cool.
Yeah, so this
One
is
minute,
it's
huh? So
very
nice.
simple. And then you can download all the files you need for your website and for prints for uh, for the business cards. So,
This is absolutely free. I mean,
well, I think if you download when you
then it
download,
costs something.
yeah, but it's really small.
Yeah.
It's really cheap because if you design a logo, you have to pay around, I think, 200-300 euros in general. So,
At
and this
least.
is maybe when you download it, it's maybe 30 euros or something. I don't remember exactly. Something around that, 30 or 60. Uh, that's it.
So cool. Okay. So yeah, let me just give the last for everybody who is joining later. Just give you the insight for the Weebly, which you were asking about. Can you see this now? The Weebly? Yeah, here. Yeah, this is
Yes,
the
I can see
that
it.
for the Weebly, huh? so
Yeah.
that you have that also covered, so you can register here. And what, yeah, so you have to do this, and then you have also the same structure, themes, and you
Uh-huh.
can use them and see, okay, I can use them for free. And this is also which is like quite a interesting thing. Also more complex editors usually show in a preview also the design for the iPhone. So like a more 16 to 9 format, which you have in WordPress too, Lydia, I think. Huh? Yeah, good. So yeah, I mean that's
The website I showed you is all interactive, so it's responsive to iPhone, iPad, and computer.
so, and
So
usually
you
you
can,
you can switch between those and see how it works, if it all fits. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, so
yeah,
that's
and it,
also kind of so be aware, 50%, 54. So we had that in the earlier sessions. Percent of people using the iPhone only to access your website, and
Uh-huh.
that's pretty yeah, crucial to be aware of that.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that would it be for today. So just give an idea of some editors, how to use widgets. We covered like Weebly, Wix, or like Weebly as an idea. Wix, we had a look into it. Uh, WordPress, Lydia gave us an insight. Webflow we saw, and so there are so many others, but I think they all have the same structure, the same idea how to use it. And if you use templates, you can really make it fun. So you just have your text, and it's so much fun to play with it, to find the colors you want, or what Lydia was just showing us was super cool. I think the Wix logo. So we will put all the links into the email we sent out, and then you can play also with it a bit. I think I will make a little logo today, little family logo or something. That's nice. So we can play with it around, and thank you so much, guys.
Thank you
And
very
just
much.
for
Thank
the,
you.
yeah, thank you. And so just for a moment, close your eyes, and we can close this session. Turn into the body, into the inner world. Again, find the space, find the essence, your inner being, your heart. And bring your hands in front of the heart. And let's close this session with one united Om. So please take a deep inhale, long exhale, and soft in again. Bow your head to the heart. I bow in front of you and say Namaste, guys. Thank you for your attention,
Namaste.
for
Thank you.
sharing, Lydia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
So
you.
see you next month then. Huh?
Bye.
Okay, Karen. Have a great day. Yeah. Good.
You too.